There's three dogs on the top of that car. That's Bert, the brown one. Zip is the black and white one. Roy is the blue bird. First thing he's going to do is he's going to tell Bert, go fetch me a horse. So Bert's going to go get Pancho.
Oh my God!
Pancho's a 17-year-old Mustang that he caught off of the Callahan Range in Nevada. He adopted that Mustang off the Callahan Range in Nevada. And it's his passion to show you that these horses that once lived feral, who are hunted by mountain lions and wolves, can become just as good a partner as any other horse in your barn. So, we put Bobby on the back of Pancho, and we get ready to watch some horsemanship. How about everybody say hello to Bobby Kerr? Comes around. Beautiful bay Mustang.
Now friends, think of the transition from an animal that woke up each and every day fighting for its life to trusting this man. Also take into account the hours that he has put in, literally creating a penmanship for this beautiful bay Mustang. They've dedicated so much time to one another, and their lives are connected forever.
That's called the flying lead change. The horse switching from the left to right. Now a slide and stop and a rollback. Check that out. Good job, Pancho. Now we'll take him back around to the other side. He's back in a right lead. Now another run, slide and stop, spin, and now there's fire. But that doesn't scare Pancho. It won it when he was on the open plains, but he's earned the trust of Bobby. Now remember, a Mustang's #1 form of defense is flight, to flee away from a predator that's trying to attack it. So imagine how much trust Pancho must have in Bobby Kerr to lay down in front of 8,000 people he's never seen before. Fired 2 shotgun shells and he's still laying still. Bobby will fly back into the saddle, pat him on the back. And now, for those of you, Andy, you know what cow cutting is. Help me explain.
So, watch as he works back and forth. Gunning is when you try to keep a cow away from a certain spot. But right now, he's got something even faster than a cow. He's working with his border collie named Zip. Going back and forth. See how low his hand is. The horse is doing most of the work all by himself, watching the dog.
And old Zip, the black and white border collie, is trying his heart out. Now, let's turn loose with Roy. Now, he's not as big as Zip. He's smaller and he's quicker. But Pancho and Bobby are going to do the same thing. The dog wants to get back to the truck. The horse is not going to let him get by. Just like he's cutting a cow from the herd. Sure is quiet here. Come on, everybody.
But folks, when the game is over, the man and his dog are joined together with one of their favorite horses.
Now, Mustangs, as I said, have always been Bobby's passion. In comes Trigger. Trigger is the yellow horse. He's 14 years old. Bobby caught him and adopted him off of BLM land in Salt Wells, Wyoming. The roan is named Newt. He's 8 years old. Bobby caught and adopted him off of the Devil's Garden BLM land in California. His passions for Mustangs are so deep that he actually wrote a poem about the American Mustang. Take a listen.
He's an American Mustang, a hero to our nation, a symbol of freedom of God's great creation. Since the 1500s, he's roamed this great land. His home has been on the mountains, in the valleys, and the desert sand. They run in bands looking out for each other, the trouble they can smell. He was born in the wild and taught to survive and be tougher than hell. The Indians hunted buffalo, and rode these horses to survive. The cowboys drove cattle, and the settlers brought the West to life. Why, the Pony Express delivered the U.S. mail on the back of this horse. He's pulled the doctor's buggy and the rancher's buckboard, of course. And don't think these American Mustangs are a thing of the past. They're still roaming out in the West, making old history last. So when I see our American flag, I see the red, white, and blue, but also see an American Mustang. And now I hope y'all do too.
Look at this. Look at this. By vocal command, he asked Trigger, the 14-year-old, to lay down. Now he's doing the same thing with Newt. He's saying, Newt, lay down. Take a nap, buddy. Folks, you can't do that with your 3-year-old kids. He's doing it with a horse. Trigger stands back up. And Newt continues to roll. But watch now. Bobby's getting out of the saddle. And he's going to ride Trigger bareback with nothing more than a rope. No saddle, no stirrups. And yet, he's going to ask Trigger to do the same things Pancho was doing earlier. Switch his leads, fly in a lead change, and then circle around. Meanwhile, Bert and Pancho look on. Excuse me, Newt and Pancho. The 14-year-old Trigger from Saltwell, Wyoming. Look at that, folks. Look at the spin. Look at the spin. Come on, y'all. Speak up a little bit.
Fucked me all up.
Now, he's going to ask Trigger to take a seat. Come on. So Trigger sits down. Newt and Pancho are like, what's up with that? And the final word on Bobby Kerr needs to come from you, not me or Andy. Come on, everybody. What do you think of the 5-time Entertainer of the Year in professional rodeo?